Hello and good morning, everyone. Bailey coming in. Welcome to part 1 of the 5-day series for Quit Bitchin', Start Changin', which is actually really fun to say. And you might be thinking, like, that sounds kind of intense, right? Quit bitching, start changing. It's like, whoa, coming at me, right? But my husband was like, dang, you sound so country. But the intention with that is to change up the energy in here, right? I've been coming in a lot with like more of an inspirational tactic, more like, you are love and change your family and relationships, all this kind of positivity. And what that can do is support you in staying in the complacency, right? Like, oh, she's so nice and she gets it. And that sounds so nice. But I'm just going to keep staying here, right? Staying in my bubble, not really stepping into or onto or into that next level you or part of your life. Okay, so this series, again, is supporting you and getting clear on what aspect you want to change, what's holding you back, and then the steps, motivation, and support to start moving forward. So day 1, part 1, we're going to start where our behaviors start, which is all in our beliefs. Okay, so you have beliefs that dictate your thoughts, which then lead into emotion, which then leads into behaviors, choices, habits, aka your reality, right? So I want you to think about when you heard this name, when you tuned in, what are you wanting to change in your life? What's something you keep complaining about, you keep just sitting in the pain of, something that you haven't been willing to break out of, right? For me, became apparent this weekend that my husband and I get to change up our weekday evenings. Okay. We've gotten the habit of just coming home, dinner, baths, bed, watch TV, and that's what we're doing, right? That's our cycle. And I realized this weekend how different our perspective is of our time on the weekends. Right? We are so much more like family time, family, outdoors, doing something fun, changing up, being together, connection. That's our focus for the weekend. So I thought about, why are we bringing that into the evenings, right? We may not have the entire day together, but we have at least 3 to 4 hours, So I started reflecting on, what are my beliefs compared to evenings, compared to the weekends, right? Because there's something in me that's keeping us in this pattern, right? And before I step into that, really think about, how did your pattern start? So if you're thinking of your situation, could be the same thing. Could be weight loss, could be starting a job, writing a book, changing your parenting, right? You got into the way things are now most likely just based off survival, right? It wasn't intention. You didn't create this way of being. It just kind of came into practice, right? And what gets us there is, again, survival. We're just caught up in the day-to-day. We're just going, and this is easiest, and we just kind of slip into habits, and this is how it's always been done, or this is how I used to do it. This is how I was raised, right? You just kind of slipped into how you just quickly made this aspect of your being. Again, parenting, relation, job, stepping into your spiritual practices. You're just in this. Okay, so why are we here? What beliefs created this version of reality? Okay, for me and my example with our evening time, there's obviously a belief that weekends are more special than during the week, right? It's like I'm lessening the ability to connect, right? There's a belief that TV is good enough, right? There's something in there. It's like, oh, we're still together. We need to relax. This is our relaxing time. Like, we deserve to sit here and do nothing. And are movies awesome sometimes? Yeah. Do I like a good show? Yep. But when you get in the habit of just doing it when it's not fulfilling, and you feel that lack, you're beginning to feel what you're complaining about. You're beginning to feel that something you're not content with it. You're not fulfilled in the way things are. That's creating that resistance. That's creating that stuff to complain and bitch about. right? And so you get to first step. So identify what is the thing I want to change. Just pick one, right? Take some moment to reflect on how did I get here, right? What kind of just, put us in this space? How was I acting off survival? What events led to this way of being? And then go into what beliefs are supporting this reality. What beliefs were forged or you can see clearly identified through your pathway to get here. Now, what beliefs are creating this reality and supporting it? Okay, so that's your homework for today. Again, get clear. What events, how did this reality get created? Like the practical sense. And then what beliefs got me here? What beliefs are being supported or lived out through this version of reality? Okay, if you need support on that, please reach out. I'll be tuning in again every day this week. Nap time, whatever time he falls asleep, I'll come in. It's usually mid-afternoon, or midday, just like it is now. And we'll continue on what the next step is to start creating that change for yourself. Okay? So, and it's perfect. I wore the shirt today. Become the change. I know it's backwards, but whatever. Right? We get to do it. So, I'll see you here this week. Love you guys. Bye.